right, I think we're back. I'm back anyway, so.
What are you doing there, sir?
So I'm doing good. Look who just walked over here. It's the gold miser.
Here I am.
There he is. There he is. Hey, don't forget, this weekend, we have the Golden Treasure Show over at the State Fairgrounds. It's going to be $10 to get in the door if you didn't get your tickets by tonight, because we're setting up tomorrow. But it's going to be great. There's going to be a lot of vendors there. You can pan for gold. You get to keep what you pan. So there's a plus there. I don't know if Jasmine's back, but Jasmine, if you can make it out to the gold show, doing the panning thing is really, really good to get some practice in. And you know you're going to probably find some gold, because I think they have like 3 ounces or something, or 6 ounces they're putting in there over the weekend. The following weekend, we're going to be at a scenic loop, be the Big Bash, so anybody that might buy some new equipment over this weekend, or you have some equipment already, you're not sure how to set it up, you don't know if you got the right angles, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be plenty of people there that can give you tips and help you, with your equipment. So, Big Bash, check it out on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Let's see if I can put a map together. I think I did it once. It's really easy to get to. You go up to Wickenburg, go north. Out of Wickenburg, about, I guess it's going to be a couple of 2-3 miles, just past that big mobile station. On the right-hand side is Scenic Loop. The signs will be out there, so just follow the signs. Once you turn on the Scenic Loop, it's about 8 miles back. You won't be able to miss us. We'll be on the right-hand side of the road, big flat area. Plenty of place for dry camping. There's gold out there. So anyway, we're back.
Real quick here. If you haven't bought tickets,
hey guy, how you doing?
We did sweeten the pile. You get a shirt and a hat, and it's $200. You guys have now bought your tickets for $5. How can you go wrong? $5 to get a full membership into AMRA. More gold mines, more gold claims. That's what it's all about, finding the gold. So we also have a prospector that has brought up some stuff from probably the 1800s, 1900s, from California. Really, really cool things. There's a gold pan and some old balls that they used to use to crush the rock. Also, an ounce weight measure system, scaling. So, really cool things. If you want to come up and take a look at them, get to hold something from way back when. That's what I really like.
How's that coffee rolling?
So, more tickets are being sold. Don't forget, if you want more, California. Yeah. Benny? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they go down, yeah. All right.
The balls
so
that they use to crush the ore. That would be a ball crusher. Ooh, I used to be married to one of them. Dang.
I want to let you guys know that Mike donated a couple of banjo pans tonight, so they're going to go over on the table for the raffle. One pink one and one green one. There's a pink one.
The pink one's not for the ladies, it's for the guys who are secure in their panhood.
Mike Pung, creator of the Gold Cube. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was really cool. We started making pink because, GPA was making pink, The guys think if they're going to get their women involved in mining, they got to give them something pink. But I think the guys like the pink more than the women do. Colorblind. Exactly, and that's what we found out. If you are colorblind, most guys will be colorblind before women are. But the guys that were colorblind, especially if they had real bad color blindness, they could actually see the gold in a pink pan better than any pan that's out there because of the contrast. And they would say that the gold looks almost a glowing green and with a pink background. So I'm not colorblind, so I can't confirm nor deny, but when they buy, I'm all happy. So pink, yeah, we got the pink banjo pan up there. Now, little bit about the banjo pan. I'll tell you how the banjo pan came about. We have the vortex mat that goes in the gold cube. And that vortex mat, when we first started making the gold cube back in 2010, man, it's been 10 years already. It's crazy. Time's fun when you're having flies, isn't it? Yes. But reverse that. All right, but this vortex mat comes in sheets that are rolls that are 5 feet wide and 150 feet long. Now there's a heck of a sluice box. But the pattern was straight across when we first started. But I don't know what happened to the mold or whatever, but then there's a big smiley face in the pattern. So instead of getting our 5 pieces like we're used to, we can have, straight one here, straight one here, straight one here, and we can only do that 4 times. So we're throwing away 20% of our mat. And I was like, we got to do something with all this mat that's laying around because we paid for it. It's not cheap. So I said, I think we'll just make like a little pocket sluice box. We made the vortex mat a little bit famous, and because rough top incline conveyor belt is what it is. But there's stories about that too. I'm going to digress into that. We found vortex mat work. We called it vortex mat because of a slipped brick. All right, we were using this in a cleanup sluice, and I didn't have all this real fancy equipment. I had a ladder and a tub, and I had set a brick on the edge of the tub, and the weight of it kind of kept it balanced there. And I had it at 1 inch per foot. I had it all measured and everything, and I noticed that this stuff would clog up. Well, I bumped the tub, the brick fell in the water, and as soon as I did that, it gave me a 3-to-1 drop, which is 15 degrees, and all of a sudden, the mat started clearing out. And when it started clearing out, I could see these little vortexing actions that was going on in there. So that was just a pure accident. There's like a kick in the pan that actually worked. And that happened, 4 years before the gold cube. But we found out that when we were building the gold cube that the speed of the water was a very important thing. And the only mat that we could find that could take that kind of speed was the vortex mat. All right, so then it became a marriage, even though they're 3 or 4 years apart from what we just discovered it could do. But we just pay attention to everything. And that's what we do as miners. We pay attention to everything to try to guess the magic formula of what's going to capture the gold that we're trying to capture. But with this vortex mat, when we were making started with the banjo pan, we took this vortex mat and we made it into a little sluice box. And I said, well, what happens if we don't have any water flow? It's like, well, just go upstream with it, running or something. I don't know. I said, what if we put a reservoir, like a thing that we can just scoop it and just bring the water that way? And like a pan? And he's like, well, yeah, I guess. I was talking to my buddy Red, my partner, and we throw stuff back and forth until we can't break it anymore, and then we turn it into something. So that's how the gold cube came in. He'd always tell me, Mike, don't believe everything you think. Because I'm telling him, this is going to work. He goes, it won't work. So then he tries it, and I prove him wrong, and we just keep going. So we decided that we would go ahead and put a pan on the end of the banjo pan, or this sluice box, and it went into 7 different generations. That was finally the way that it is right now. So it was a big mistake, a big quality issue with the matting coming in crooked was the only reason that we made the banjo pan. Now here's a couple of neat things that happen with the banjo pans, like happy accidents. I think my whole career is a happy accident, kicking bricks. But what we did was we decided, the opening and closing a sock drawer was a good way to get everything across that mat. So you just back and forth like this and pour your water out. So I guess if you can pour water out of a boot, you can use a banjo pan. Instructions are on the bottom to make sure you do pour. So when that was going that way, we said, you know, it works real good with water. I wonder if it works dry. So we just tried the same thing. So we tried that shaking it and pouring it out dry, and we had a certain number of pieces of gold in there, and sure as sure as shooting, we got our gold was all in there. So I said, well, now we got to be able to pan this stuff out. Well, I watched this one guy pan. It was the music in the background was from Toto. And it was this old Mexican guy down in Mexico with this dry washer that it was a puffer that he had made out of whatever. But I remember seeing that video, and I watched him panning, and the way that he panned, I thought it was pretty cool. And he used some of the winnowing methods and stuff like that and blowing it off. And I said, I'm going to try that with a banjo pan. And sure as shooting, it worked. It worked. So it's we can get to some. In fact, at the show, when you guys go to the show tomorrow, we're going to have 2 demonstrations going on, one wet and one dry. Especially in this area, dry is a good thing, because if you can go out and look for gold and don't have to carry a bunch of water, and you can see, basically answer 2 questions. Number 1, is there any gold here? Number 2, is it any better than the last place I checked? You're looking for the best place to set up your equipment, right? So having a dry pan like that, it's like you get it down where you can see some gold. If you got a little bucket with you, just take those cons and throw it in there. Don't they start picking on there, you're burning daylight. Of course, the daylight's burning you too, but it gets hot here. Yeah.
Someday.
They say, but it's a dry heat. Yeah. It's 120. Was it only feel like 110?
Everything else
It'll bake your brain. So anyway, it was able to do that, and I was like, well, I don't know of any pan out there that can actually pan underwater, submerged. Oh, you guys know what water is? So when you're submerged, dredging, you're totally underwater. You can actually use that pan as well. You just take and do that same motion, that back and forth, and you pick it up in the water. The main pan area gathers all the water, and the point of least resistance is out the neck. Okay? So it'll actually work completely submerged underwater. If you got like a 10-inch hose and you don't want to drag it around looking for your next place to start sucking up dirt, you can go test while you're underwater. How cool is that? Another happy accident. But we get to go a lot of places. I love the banjo pan. Looking for gold. We've got another thing that we decided to do, especially like in California, or California, whatever you want to call it, with the eco-Nazis. I don't want to say I've got an opinion about that, but anyway, when you're over there and they say you can't do this, you can't do that, all you can do is hands, pans, yada yada yada, whatever. You gotta get through some dirt somehow, right? 2 people, 1 banjo pan and a bucket, and it's happiness, lots of happiness. You get one guy. There's, in fact, on our website, goldcube.net. You go in the video section, and there's a look under the banjo pan videos. And there's one in there called production panning. We are just making a video and messing around. And if you time how long it takes me to go through a banjo pan load, one shovel load, it's like 10 seconds. Okay? 10 seconds. I'm bringing it down to concentrates. I'm taking that pan, I put it in a bucket of water, slosh it clean, open it up, and I got my buddy with a shovel, Red in the video, dumps it in there. Every 10 seconds, you're making a concentrate for the bucket you can go home with, closer to the bathroom and the refrigerator. So those are the types of things that you learn about as you go. Now, like in dry washing, one of the coolest things I learned about dry washing, have you ever gone after, let's say like this time of year where everything is too wet to dry wash, and you go out to the dry wash piles and you bring a bunch of that stuff home, you run it with a gold cube or a high banker or whatever you're running, and all of a sudden you got more gold? Why? No, the dry washer works great. You've got a high accuracy of that's going in the dry washer. You know what screws things up? A big old clump of whatever. That's what does it. If I've got a piece that went through, let's say I got a piece of something that went through an 1/8" classifier, and there's 30 pieces of whatever, and one of them's a piece of gold. That little tiny clump is going to get blown out of the way, and away it goes. All right? So the fact that it's all clumped up is what makes you lose it in a dry washer. All right? It's not that a dry washer is any less or more accurate than other. If there's a piece of gold that's by itself, it's not going to hit the tail end. It's not going to hit the tails. You're not going to lose that. Okay, so it's the clumping that's a problem. Now, when I'm out dry washing, and I'm going to find if I find some caliche or some real compacted stuff, and you hit that thing with a pickaxe, or you smack on it with a shovel or something like that, you're going to have a bunch of big pieces. And you figure, hey, if it goes through the classifier on top, maybe the shaking will vibrate it to pieces, and the gold will shake loose. And the gold goes, wait a minute, I didn't get a chance. What I like doing to get things down as small as they can, and also make it easier on me, because I like making it easier on me, because fat boys need a sport too. I don't want it to kill me. All right, we got. I like getting one of those broadleaf rakes. There's a tine every 1/2 inch, and they're about a 1/4 inch wide. It's like spring steel. Have you ever seen those? Take one of those broadleaf rakes and just rake that back and forth across the area you're working. And what that does is takes a little bit of that stuff off at a time. And it's going to take a lot of those clumps and break them up. It's going to roll them around and knock them into small pieces. If you're working like an edge, like you got a wall that you're working, and you run that across there like 5 or 6 times, there's enough stuff at the bottom there to fill a 5-gallon bucket. And you didn't have to work. There's a big rock in the way there. Just keep going past it. Those bristles will go right by it. Pretty soon that rock's going to fall right out. You don't have to pick it out of there. It's amazing. Try to get one of those. Of course, we're at Ace Hardware. We're going to make a run on leaf rakes now. But there's a lot of things that you can learn. You can listen to the old timers. You can listen to the kid that you just took out there who's never been mining before, and he goes, Uncle Mike, why don't you do that? And you're going like, duh. Oh, that's just what I was going to do. Thanks. People look at things different. Listen to everybody. There's something to learn. When you're using your equipment that you use forever, don't get in a rut. Approach it every time with a fresh mind. Like when you go out and look at a brand new site, you got a claim. And I always go to this corner, and I always dig, and I always get gold. Have you checked anywhere else? Does the term prospecting mean anything to you? My one rule for prospecting is take 10% of your time that you've got allotted for that day or week or that trip. Take 10% of your time and look for gold. I was up at Rye Payson area. There's a friend of mine's got a claim up there. My very first pan was like 4 pieces of gold. And I says, I'm a genius. Dang, I'm good. But my rule was 10% of the time, right? I got skunked the next 20 pans. Do I quit? No, I'm prospecting. I got my watch on. I know how long I'm supposed to be doing this. So pretty soon I found a place that had 20 pieces. By 4. All right, I kept going. I found a place that had 60 pieces. It's like, whoa, I'm getting better. I'll keep going. Sure enough, I found a place that had 200 pieces of gold in one pan. Now, this area looked like it was like a big wash tub, okay? And I knew I could get through that, at least in most of the day. I should be able to clean it up. Then you take your shop vac, your vac pack or whatever, and suck up all that stuff on the bottom. Or if you got a whisk broom, get that stuff off the bottom out of there. There's some really good stuff at the bottom. Don't leave it for the next guy. He'll thank you and won't even know who you are. But I kept, even though I found that 200, my time wasn't up and I kept going. I found 2 more places that had, 55, 60 pieces in a pan. So when that place did run out, we had another place to go. All right? That's the importance of prospecting. So don't get in a rut. Don't think because it's always worked that it's always gonna work. All right, make sure you keep going. When you're prospecting and you got gold on the top and you're just like, oh man, the deeper I get, the bigger it's gonna go. Not necessarily. All right, every time the color changes, test. Every time the color changes, test. Because you may have some gold deeper, but you may not want to go 30 feet to find it. All right, so get the stuff on top. Move around, it's not going to kill you, and you'll end up with more gold with less stress. But there's a lot of things you can learn. I mean, I could go on days and days and days. I can talk about trips to Alaska. I can talk about almost dying in glacial waterfalls. I can talk about all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, I didn't die, honey. I didn't. I forgot to even tell her about that one. Whoops.
She knows now.
Yeah, she does. I'll have to pay for that. But anyway, there's a lot of things. It's an amazing world. Nobody's getting younger. Get out there and do everything you possibly can. Warp a young person's mind because they can carry stuff for you. Bring the youth with you. There you go. But get out there and make it happen. It's a great world. Have fun, be safe, bring someone with you. So thank you.
All right, since Lee did make it, come on up here, Lee. Talk real quick about the Big Bash. I know I touched on it a little bit, but he has probably more he wants to talk about, so I'd like that. Here we go. How y'all doing?
Good.
Everybody finding gold? Rolling?
I sure
Come on,
did.
you need to give up some
I got on the
spots.
mountain. I tell everybody where to go all the time. Where to look for it. And when I find
Talking
out
about gold, not where to go.
Does everybody want to do a big bash again?
Yeah.
there's some up.
Yeah?
Big bucks.
It's going to be the week after the gold show weekend. Saturday. Scenic loop. You can hunt anywhere you want. We're not going to do anything like we did last time. We're not going to do the competition or anything. So we're just going to set it up as a dig. I'm trying to debate on if I want to throw in one of my own nuggets to whoever finds the most gold. No cheating, like bringing gold from home. I might do that, so just keep that, bear that in mind, that Goldmeister might throw one of his own nuggets in to sweeten the pot.
You're the best.
So I still owe Brenda and Dave Cross, I owe you something. So we will settle up on that. I'll let you know a little later, maybe after the meeting, about what's going on about that. Anyway, Big Bash. Next weekend, we're going to have a lot of fun. Camp over the weekend. I'm going to be out there all weekend, so I'm pretty sure Edda's trying to be there all weekend. So yeah, it's going to be a bunch of people out there camping and having fun, finding gold.
Getting drunk.
We'll have the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I guess that too. Yeah. Amron. I wish more people would get into this right here. I was at the event last weekend at Jack Tucker's. Awesome event. I was sad to see that there wasn't that many people there, because they do fight for our mining rights, and every dollar that we put into it, that gets them one more step closer to helping us out, keeping our claims. I was sad to see that there was only 5 of us from GPAP there. I know it's busy season and all that too, but I just wish I would have seen more people to support what we love to do.
Tell them there was almost $20,000.
There's there's almost $20,000 there raised for it, and there was only 70 people for the dinner, 74 people for the dinner, and then I think there was about 100 and couple and change there for people that did the whole thing. So they raised almost $20,000 to do that, and they were really happy about that.
I'm happy about it because, you know, every time they go over there to Washington to fight for what we like to do, you know, it's, if we lose the ground, we can't hunt no more. You know, so support AMRA, please. You know, join their. They're going to be at the show. Probably, who knows? Maybe they got specials going on. You know, they got good claims. I know they do. Mr. Slater can vouch for that. He's always showing me little dinks and pickers and stuff that he finds metal detecting. So there you go. Goldmeister's done. Goldmeister's out.
All right.
Motion to adjourn?
Okay, we need a motion to adjourn so we can do these drawings. We got a lot to draw. Second, first, get. All in favor?
Aye.
No. All right, so we're gonna do the door prize first, and we got a little sticky.
That's a little blue ticket. What I do with my blue ticket?
Who?
I don't know.
Mary. Okay. Okay. So we got a few seconds here. Anybody have any questions about what's going on? We're trying to stretch this out. Come on, guys.
We're gonna see you all at the Gold Show, right?
Yeah, we all need to see you at the Gold Show. That's really, really important. You get to learn about a lot of things. There's going to be some speakers and all that fun stuff. And of course, we're going to all be there, most of us.
We're gonna have 4 raffles going.
Yeah.
Ourselves.
And then, let alone the other raffles. Yes.
Yeah, we also have one of our other vendors, Jeff
Yeah.
Davis from Geo Sleuths. He's going to be there. He's
Right.
brand new to the Gold Show circuit this year.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier. If you do
Oops,
want to volunteer for him too, he's going to be by himself too. What's that?
I said we already did.
Okay,
We're gonna give
good.
him some pointers. on how-
Nice.
All right,
Cool.
Jerry, thank
All
you.
right, Mary. Come on up. We're waiting on you. That's okay. Yeah. All right.
First prize.
Vanna White.
Yeah, because I don't want to do it.
Just so you guys all know, she's my 13-year-old granddaughter, and she has kind of grown up in this. So.
How much can she carry?
That's kind of cool.
A lot.
450? All right.
She did?
Bucket brigade.
Does she have a nice
All right. First ticket, guys. Everybody have their blue tickets out. Not the AMRA tickets, but the blue tickets. Okay? They're the same, but
Different. But
different. Okay. Last 4 numbers, 0520. 0520. Who's got the ticket? 0520. Somebody at the end that came in late. 0520. I'm gonna burn it. Burned. Gone. Let's get another one up here. Oh, we have a lot to do. Okay, 0525. 0525. Somebody.
Come on, somebody's got a ticket.
0525. Come on, guys. Check, check, check. All right.
Mix it up.
2-5.
Come on.
I told you it before me.
0525. Oh, well, we almost burned it. Give me the ticket.
Burn it!
Not that. What Mary has. All right.
Fat gloves.
They could use that in his job.
Yay. He helped me when we were at the event, the teaching event, digging for gold. We have young people digging. Okay, 0496. 0496. Oh, here we go, friend.
Bobby Jean says mix them up.
She's got you covered. All right.
Just one.
This is the guy to talk to if you want to know about metal detecting. Yes, it is. He knows what he's doing. 0483. 0483. And of course, his wife does all the badges. If you guys need a badge, you need to go and get. Okay. 0483. Somebody's got a ticket. 04. Okay.
You got it. I think. Put 3 times.
Go take it, Toby.
Pick it up.
Hey. Cool. Cool.
Get a picture.
Pictures.
That's a trash bag for everybody. Wondering what that is.
It's kind of cool.
Well, they put your hand in it.
All right.
It's being raffled off, guys.
0501. 0501. Yay.
But yeah, you're right. It is a cool little dry washer in it.
Yep.
So, see if I can get a close up of it.
Try to scoop past me.
All right. Gonna keep it going here. 0514. 0514. All right.
Well, anyway, should be at the Gold Show. Of course, you're in Oklahoma, so that don't help you, does it?
Were you able to hear us better? All right. 0472. 0472. Don't forget to get a picture because we're going to have these up on the website. So,
And Facebook.
and Facebook, yes. 0472. Pick a ticket. Pick a ticket. Get your prize and have a picture. All right. 0476. Mix them up. Mix them up. 0476. No. You have to. 0476. Come on up here.
Get off the zero.
I'll let it upside.
Hey, hey. Well, what's your number? Maybe we won't call.
There it is. I missed that.
Cool. Go get your prize. All right. 0491.
Come on.
0491.
Get off the zero floor.
You know what, guy? I'm not sure. Why don't you drop Ed
Cool.
a message
What do we got
tomorrow?
here?
You might be able to do that.
0475.
You got it.
Oh, that's mine.
0475?
Yeah, it's mine.
Well, get up here.
I don't want to get up there. Oh,
So everybody,
me
this
get
is
up.
John Pogovich. He's our little videographer. And
look, I'm
he's
waiting
the
for her to take
librarian.
my picture.
That's a good one. That's perfect.
I didn't get the prize yet.
Go ahead, John.
I didn't get my toy yet.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, what am I getting? What am I getting?
0488. There's more 04s than
Beaver, look at
anything.
this.
So
I win.
0488. All right.
Probably not a good idea to set a magnet on a CD.
All right. Oh, here we go. 0518. There, somebody at the table. You can't say mix it up anymore. You did.
It works every now and then.
All right.
Ah,
Grab a ticket. No cheating.
Missed you too, Don. Where the heck you been?
Uh-oh. 0492. 0492. Roland, what's your number? What's your number? It's all relative. 05? Oh my God. 0512. 3. You have 0512? Oh my Lord.
Calling your numbers now.
Roland's gotten into his old rut again. He never wins anything. All right. Okay. 0493. 0493. All right.
remember it was made in China.
China?
It's okay.
Ooh, surprise. Cool. Oh no. 0453. I'm just reading the numbers. Oh, Mr. Spinman.
Yeah.
Way to go, David.
Alright.
Hey, Max is a shirt.
How many do we have left?
And he's got the banjo pan, the pink one.
Right.
Awesome.
How many do we have left over there?
I have a blue one. I like it. It's good for dry testing out in the field.
464. All right. Now we gotta make you exercise. You know, you gotta get that big toe back. What was the thing? Yeah, just one. We have a baseball? Nice.
Although you're gonna have to hold that.
You already got a prize, right? Sorry.
Your shot will.
All right. Last one. What?
So the last prize is a baseball from the Chicago Cubs from their spring training season that Mr. Grotto donated.
Hey, let's not be mean now. 0506. 0506.
Did you just win it back?
Who's got it?
That would be funny, wouldn't it? I got one from the Diamondbacks.
0506.
Remember who autographed it.
Anybody? Burn, burn, burn. Boop.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, there we go.
Tom always wins everything.
Yeah.
Every time there's something online, this guy he wins everything that.
Which ones? Okay. Some of them. Alright. What are we gonna do next, Evan?
Hey, now I believe we're into the Nuggets now.
Alright.
I want the specimen.
We have 6 small nuggets to draw for. Do we want to?
Tell if you're missing, Jasmine.
We got a lot. You guys were very generous tonight. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you too there, Bobby G. Sorry to hear you weren't feeling well.
Everybody
I
have
know
their
that
top?
feeling.
Oh, right. It's kind of, yeah.
It's a pinkish red.
Pinkish red. 7071. 7071.
Right. Are we doing pink or are we doing
Okay,
orange?
Here comes the miser. Burn it.
Quick, quick.
Okay,
I'm trying to figure out what
so
my
this
ticket
is what
numbers
we
are here.
have.
Where do I
A
start?
nugget that is,
5482
what is
to
it?
something.
1.15. So Lee, pick one.
5501. Y'all help me out.
That's not it. Wait, wait.
What did you get?
Hey. Gold is gold. What size is that? What size? 0.94. Gold is gold. All right.
Some gold's better
We
than
didn't want
others.
to pick the ticket, so we're gonna have Alyssa do it again. All right. 7108. 7108.
I'm not even in the right ballpark.
Okay. Here comes Larry. Look. All right. Here we go. Let me look here. Okay. It's confirmed. Pick one. Nope. Cheater. What do you got? 0.89.
Are you finished talking so I can take the picture now?
Please.
Wow, you're gonna love that one.
All right. 7045. 7045. Oh, and Melissa's got it. 7045. Pick. What'd you get? 1.0.
Oh, nice.
All right. There's no more. Somebody put the wrong tickets in.
What happened?
All right.
No, I'm not surprised. It's hard to tell the pink from the orange.
Hold on, guys.
It looks
No
pretty
more
random.
orange? We'll find it. Draw another ticket. We got 3 more. All right. 7114. 7114.
Mix them up. Mix them up.
No, we got Mr. Al. Al is coming up.
Two different similar colors, different colors.
Mix them up real good. I want
All
to
right.
make sure it'll win. Mix them down.
Pull a ticket, and then I'll have you pick a nugget. Cool. Pick. Which one? All right. What'd you get? 0.78. Cool. All right, guys. To keep this moving, 5378. 5378.
No, to me,
See, if you donate things, you get
Missed
things
me by
back.
1.
Karma is awesome. 5378. Giddy up. Draw a
You got it
ticket.
right after me. Make mine.
All right. Pick one. What'd you get?
1.15.
Wow, 1.15, the biggest nugget there. All right, last one, 5652. 5652. Who's got it? It's 0.97. I knew he would have it. You don't have it. That's the one. It's all yours.
yeah,
All right.
Your next diddle is.
yeah.
All right, it is a quarterly. Yellow tickets. No. The big nuggets, I'm sorry. Not the quarter.
These the
Be
orange
nice,
ticket.
Larry.
Yellow.
Oh, okay. You're here? Oh, wait, no, you have quarterly
All right.
tickets, don't you?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 6197. 6197. Who's got it?
Right here.
Oh, we need to flip these over. We can't just let them see it. Double dipper. Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. 6197. The man. 6197. Hey, I'll keep the other one too.
It was on the same number.
Oh, look, he's got 6198 too. Yep. All right. What do we got, Adam?
1.38.
All right, guys. 6176. We're digging down deep. 6176. Who's got it? I know you guys don't want me to burn it.
All right.
All right. 6176. Pick away, man. What do you got? Ooh, 1.19.
You caught him, didn't you?
One more here.
6148.
Oh, this one's a nice one. It's heavy. Oh, yeah. 6188. 6188.
The man.
1.79. Almost a tour.
Way to go, Bacon.
6188. There you go. All right.
Yeah, that's it for those.
All right. Now are we doing the quarterly? Orange.
Yeah. One I've been looking at.
Okay,
for the last-
6197.
All right. Let's do amber. It is blue. I hope you guys didn't throw away your blue because you could have mixed them up. Did you guys throw away your blue? I know you didn't.
No, you took mine.
Anybody else want to buy a ticket before we start drawing? Come on, guys. Hush up. We want. Okay. Here we go. 08. Ronnie, hold on. We gotta wait for Ronnie. She has my tickets. 0842. What?
What?
Oh. That's awesome.
Chad? Cool.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I thought I drained it.
Highest bidder.
Thank you.
There we go.
You're all right, Kristen. I love you, Dad.
All right. So we got that.
Hey, Tad, should've known.
Yes, you did.
Should've known. Should've known.
So now he can't say, "Nah, I didn't win anything," huh?
He does. Okay.
No,
Now
you
we're
got
doing
a nugget.
quarterly. So you have a choice between the nugget, which is 4.41 specimen, really cool, and the heavy bag, and that Royal Sleuth. So we have 3 tickets to draw, I think.
Sweet.
Holy moly.
I got your tickets there. 6103, 6104, and
All right,
6105.
guys. Here we go. First ticket. Oh wait, I can't read. 6136.
Orange.
Orange. 6136. I know you guys don't want me to burn this. This is way too good.
Good.
There's no name on the back.
I'll take it.
You have the ticket. It says keep this coupon, but
Is it Bobby's?
Now, Bobby has 6103, 4, and 5.
So it's not her?
No.
so 6136. We've been selling these tickets for a little while, so I hope you guys have it.
Someone's mad at me.
Wait, Mike's gonna look in his stuff.
Look at your stuff, man.
This is an important one. This is a good one.
This is serious, man. Don't be joking
All
around.
right.
Take it as a
We're gonna
donation.
burn that. Here we go. Did you get it?
Burn.
What?
Here we go. 6326. 6326.
That's it.
That's
Come on,
somebody
guys.
from tonight.
Quarterly. Oh, it's tonight. Because I know I haven't seen him in a bit.
Yay.
All right.
Keep winning, you can go back.
Okay. 6326. That's the one. So you get to pick. This, that, or this.
This is our honey bag.
That is a specimen with gold. Or
4.41 gram specimen.
all right. You want to pick a ticket for us? Because they're yelling at us, you know, we're not picking the right tickets. All right. Here we go, guys. 6122. 6122. Tonight's drawing. Yeah, there is. Let's see. Tom Benjamin. Oh, there he is. Yeah. All right. 6122. Thank you. Picture. One more. One more, guys. We gotta get Tom. Tom.
Right.
Take it. There's some good gold in that, I know, because I'd probably help make that bag. And I was a little heavy-handed. 6329. 6329. Anybody?
Now there's somebody here tonight. Bam, he hit it again.
6329, we got a double dipper. The old prospector that brought up this stuff.
2 out of 3.
Yeah. All right. 6329. That's the one. It's all yours, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo-hoo. All right.
Alrighty.
What else do we have to give away? Anything? That's it. That's it? Hey.
So,
Well,
dry washer, we still have some tickets to sell. $5
Yes.
a ticket. Hopefully it'll go
This
at
dry
the,
washer?
Gold Show.
so come
It
out
is
to the
going.
Gold Show.
And we're gonna raffle
$5 a
off
ticket.
at the Gold Show, like
Nice
I said, a
little unit.
4.41 gold
Made by
nugget.
Royal.
$5 a ticket. We're going to raffle off a metal detector, either the Equinox or the Monster, I'm not sure. And we are also gonna raffle off the vacuum. So they're all gonna be $5 a ticket. So please come on out and see us and see our other vendors as well. And thank you, Mike. Thank you, Tim and Ross and Dave and Jim and all of you guys. Thank you for coming to our meeting. Thomas, it was great to see you. We'll see you all at the Gold Show. Don't forget to volunteer. Tomorrow is set up, 8 o'clock. We have 32 tickets left for the dry washer. 32. 5 on your way out the door.
Yep. So anyway, hopefully we'll see some of my
right, guys.
Facebook Live people at the Gold Show. I'll be there. Well, I'm going to be there tomorrow doing setup, and I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
If you guys
Health
volunteer
stays good
tomorrow,
enough.
we will feed you.
So
Or any of the days that you come and help
yeah.
us.
Come on down. It's State Fairgrounds down there. What is it, 19th Avenue and Grand Avenue? Sound right? Somewhere down
All right,
along
guys.
there.
Thank you for all showing up.
Anyway, State Fairgrounds. Look it up. GPS it. I've got. I won this as a door prize tonight. So I'm probably going to check this out, and then I'll probably add it to our library. So I'm always looking for new stuff to put in the library. This would be a good series. It's complete 2011 season. I haven't seen it, so anyway, that'll probably wind up in the library. Tell you what, one of the best books that we have in our library, and I do have 2 copies of these. This one was just turned back in tonight. This is a great resource. So you can check these out. All you gotta do is see me at the meetings. I typically have a little table set up back here with books and whatnot. If I remember right, the database is under documents on our Facebook page, so you can go in there and look and see title authors, that sort of thing. So yeah, don't be shy. The more knowledge you have, the more gold you're going to get. So anyway, y'all have a good evening. I'm going to be out of here. I got to go clean up my coffee mess in the back here. Get everything packed up and go home and have some dinner. So hope to see you over the weekend. This is John, live at the Phoenix chapter meeting of the Gold Prospectors Association of America. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. See you in the field.